inky friends. Welcome back to another episode of sorts of Inkspiration. Today is Tuesday, April 17th, and I am here alone in the room talking to myself. Hello! So I'll just keep talking to myself. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed in letting me know if anyone's here, but... Oh, hello! Yay! Okay, I'm no longer talking to myself. How exciting. I hope you are all very well and happy and healthy. So today, we are using the same notebook because it turns out it's actually really good for this. This is the Clairefontaine 1951 staple bound. It's like this vintage notebook, so the cover. As always, we have to do this. Yes. Enjoy the crinkle. We are using the Pilot Parallel in the 6mm size because it is the most fun to show off in ink. And we are using the ink Bungubox Mother Pink. You can kind of tell already, like it's like a soft pink. And it's actually a pink. So let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. When I say it's actually a pink, like I don't mean it's like a red pink or something like that. It's just like pink. So I'm gonna write down the notebook Clairefontaine, just in case anyone is tuning in late or is not sure what I said. Clairefontaine 1951. I'm just gonna write notebook NB. We have the trusty and ever glorious Pilot Parallel in the 6mm size. So the 6mm is a whopper. There we go. And the ink we are using is Bungubox Mother Pink. Okay. Now, as you can already tell, it is pink. Quite legible in a finer nib, so that's great. If you like a pink, I mean, there are some pinks that are so bright you can't really see them. And this is not one of them. So this might be a nice ink option if you are looking for a Mother's Day gift. What do you think? Oh, that was hideous. Sorry. Oh, this is too small. That's why it looks hideous. You know what? Let's just ignore that. Let's try that again. Let's do something a little different. Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm focusing on my letters. It's hard to think and spell at the same time. Did you know that? Sorry, I'm not using the right angle there for the edges. Why, hello! Thank you guys so much for joining. We're using Bungubox Mother Pink. What do you think of it? Is it too pink? Like, is it a pink that you would use? Or is it just a pink that I like? I think it's pretty decent. It's sort of like a bubblegum pink a little. What am I spelling? Okay, pink. Yes. I was like, okay, I've written pin, but I don't know what my last letter is supposed to be. All right. Oh, hello, Florence. This is exciting. Oh, my goodness. It's always exciting when you see your pen friends in Inkspiration. I think I saw Erin was in here, too. Okay, so Mother Pink. What do you think of it? Not bad, right? Like, it's a pretty decent pink looking thing. I think the shading is, I would say medium. Like, it's not a super intense shader. And it has a little bit of sheen, but surprisingly for a Bungubox ink, it is not as sheeny as I would have expected. That's not a bad thing. And there is a little bit of sheen. It's kind of like a pink yellow sheen. It's hard to describe. Okay, so we're going to write my most trusty word. which is, you all probably know already. It is Hello. Yeah, it's not too flashy. That's a really good way of describing it. It's just like a matte type pink. I like it. I think it's a nice color. Okay, let's just take a little quick look at this writing down here. So here, it was quite saturated up here, but down here it's a little more of like the normal pink that you can probably expect from normal, not super wet writing. I think it's quite nice. So let's move this aside because I also have, as always, a bunch of swabs. So let's take a look at some swabby. The first thing I've got is the actual Bungubox Mother Pink itself. So there we go, medium shading. It really depends on what you are using to write with. Is it dry? It is, I would say it's slightly on the dry side, but in a Pilot Parallel, you don't really notice that issue, but it feels just slightly dry. So like for longer writing sessions, you might feel it. Okay, so we have Bungubox Mother Pink. Now I have a whole bunch of swabs here that are sort of like in the pinky purple category. There's Mont Blanc Pink, which is of course discontinued. You could probably still find a bottle here and there, but just to give you a comparison, this is a much hotter pink. We have Robert Oster Cherry Blossom. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Robert Oster Cherry Blossom, which is definitely more purple. Kiyo Iro Cherry Blossom, which is also more purple. Just showing you some options or just some comparisons, just so if you have these at home, you can compare to what you already own. This is Sailor the Shikiori Yozakura. Not really entirely sure how to pronounce that properly, but this is definitely on the purple side. This is a shimmer ink. This is the Diamine Shimmertastic Pink Glitz, but if we ignore the shimmer, you can still see that the pink glitz is definitely more of a hot pink than the Mother Pink is. So this is like a softer, just softer pink, you know? We have Kiyo no Oto Imayu Iro, which is another intense pink, not a soft pink at all, and I'm thinking that's kind of on the same category as Mont Blanc Pink. I have Vibrant Pink in here. It's coming up right now. Actually, this is it right here. Lamy Vibrant Pink. I think it's actually, let me hold this up closer. It's actually quite interesting. Sorry about the light. It's actually quite interesting, but I still think the Mother Pink is not as hot of a pink as the Vibrant Pink. The Vibrant Pink sort of has like a matte effect because of the shimmer and the sheen and stuff, whereas this is just like a matte look because it just doesn't have sheen. So, because if I tilt them, you can see that there's no sheen going on there. So, I would say the Vibrant Pink is, the Lamy Vibrant Pink is, it has shimmer and sheen, and it's definitely a brighter, hotter pink, even though it's not super hot pink, like this, for example, it's relatively hotter pink than the Mother Pink. I've got Kobe Uji Cherry, which is a wild, beautiful color, and I really like it. But it is still much pinker, much more pink. We've got Pilot Iroshizuku Kosumosu. Yep, way more pink. Robert Oster Cherry Blossom, which is a bit more of a purple pink. We've got Kiyo no Oto Azukiro. This was a limited edition that is sold out now, unfortunately, but you can always check it out in the ink tool to just like compare it with others if you wanted. You might have a bottle. Bungubox Clown Teardrop Ruby Red, which is obviously much more red. Just throwing it in there for fun. We have the Giabin Lame de Cassis, totally purple. Pilot Iroshizuku Yamamoto, way more purple, of course. We've got the Quizzy Berry Koetsi. I don't know how to say it properly. Do you guys know how to say it? Is it Quizzy? Is it Koetsi? Like, what am I doing wrong? Is it KWZI or is it KWZI? I don't know. Here is Pilot Iroshizuku Sutsuji, which is more, it's pink, but it's more purple compared to the mother pink. And Quasi Raspberry and Robert Oster Plum Nut. So it's actually a fairly unique pink, I gotta say. Like, it's pretty, like, it's muted pink, but not wild and insane. So I actually quite like that. I think it's a nice pink for everyone. Everyone can use this pink. And you don't have to feel weird about it. Like, you don't have to think, oh my gosh, is my boss going to think I'm insane? Well, your boss might think you're insane, depending on where you work. But I think it's a nice pink. Not too crazy. Okay, so I've written hello. Let's write... Maybe it'll... Got to get the right angle here to do this. Yes, there we go. Perfect. I'm not going to change my angle because I have just the right edge of the plate that I want so that I can write... I changed my angle up there, unfortunately, so that I can write pink. And this is supposed to be like excitement starbursts, but you know what? It's not. It doesn't look like that at all. Oh, starburst. Maybe like starburst pink. Do you remember those little candies? Does anybody still eat starburst? Is it just me? Am I the only one who knows what this is? You guys know what starburst is. Okay, you know what? This is really hideous. So let's ignore that. I'm writing at the bottom of the page and it's a little difficult for me because my arm is hanging off the edge of my desk here. Starburst. Ta-da! Okay, Starburst are addictive and they are delicious. Oh, man. Okay, so let's write... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write Happy Mother's Day. I know it's really early, but just because it's mother pink, like I feel like this is supposed to be like a warm, like loving type pink that gives you warm, fuzzy feelings. You know what? Today is not my day for lettering. Can you tell? It's just not working out. I'm actually not going to write Happy Mother's Day because it's not my day. It's just not my day for lettering. It's not working. I'm really glad that today is not learning letters because I would be thoroughly, horribly ashamed of my efforts. Sailor Storia, yeah, the dancing pink. I unfortunately don't have a swab of it and I haven't used it, but that will definitely be in our ink comparison tools. You can always check them out. Fruit pastilles. Yes, we do have those here. Not super common, but quite delicious. I used to eat those a lot when I was a kid. Okay, I wrote happy. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, I thought it would take me longer to go through all those swabs, but I actually just whipped through them because I was so excited to write this. I wanted to write pink. I have issues. Pink. Oh, that looks really cute. The font worked really well with this color, I think. Like kind of like a happy, cutesy type of pink. What do you think? Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, I wrote that and I'm going to write one more thing, which will be a horrible, that looks like a Z or a Z. And it's not. It's supposed to be a T. But let's ignore that. Let's just pretend it's a T. Thank you all so much for joining for today's Inkspiration. I hope you enjoyed this. Whether you fell in love or not is up to you, but let us know. I will include a link in our stories to where you can pick up a bottle should you be interested. And hopefully this was fun. And we will see you guys on Friday for Learning Letters. Bye-bye.